Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a third and final look at the Lego Creator 3-in-1 gift with purchase called the Mystic Witch set. It is set number 40562. It has 257 pieces and I paid $20 for this set. This was a gift with purchase a couple years ago for Halloween time. The spend was $100. The suggested retail price from the Lego group was $20. I got this at a thrift store style Lego event thing. It was sealed, it was complete, and I paid $20 for it. I've seen them for more expensive, I've seen them for less expensive. I've already done a video looking at the main model, the Mystic Witch, and I've already done a video looking at this Mystic Dragon alternate model, which means I have one more model to do for this Lego Creator 3-in-1, which is this kind of witch's cat, this mystic cat here with the witch's hat. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm excited about this. I like brick built animals. Wasn't a huge fan of the main model, wasn't a huge fan of the dragon either, but I do love cats. I actually have a tattoo that is like of a spooky cat that I like, and cats are very fun, and I like spooky cats as well. So this seems up my alley. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about the build, and I don't know, how many pieces it's going to use altogether, but we will find out. So in this video, I'm going to take apart the dragon and put together the cat alternate build, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I disassemble this and while I build the last alternate model, I will speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review the third alternate model for this set. So until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at the disassembly for the first alternate model for this Lego Creator 3-in-1 gift with purchase Mystic Witch set, the dragon model, and then while we look at the build for the third alternate model, or the second alternate model, the last model, the cat model, just wanted to say thanks for watching and then remind you, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so it means a ton to me, so please help me get there. Thank you very much. This build comes together relatively quick, so I just want to express my sincere gratitude to anybody that watches, likes, comments, subscribes. It means a lot to me, and if you're not subscribed, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button. It helps. And now on to my review for this set. Okay, so that is the third and final alternate build for this Lego Creator 3-in-1 Mystic Witch gift with purchase. This is the Mystic Cat, or I've been calling it the Witch's Cat. I don't know if this model has a name necessarily. There's actually not a ton of info on this set on the Lego website, and at least as far as I see, they have a picture of the main model, a picture of the box, and actually right now I don't even see the instructions available on the Lego website. I had to get the instruction PDFs from a different place, and so that was kind of interesting. I don't know what that's about really, but this is the third alternate model. I've already looked at the witch, already looked at the dragon, and I was sort of so-so on all of those, and so we have the cat here. So the first thing to make note, we can see all of the pieces that were used in the main model that are not used in the cat model here. Some of the big standouts: orange pieces, the bush piece, spider, frog, wand, a little bit of Technic stuff, some of these bigger plates here, and then it's kind of a good mix of anything. I don't think this uses very much at all of the green, much of the white, a little bit here and there. Not as many super notable leftovers. It doesn't, it has a good mix of use of some of the purple pieces and stuff like that. I'm a little bit bummed that the spider and the frog didn't come into any of the alternate builds, even as just like a little hidden thing or something else. I would have really appreciated. So but that's okay. So we have the third model here, and I'm not sure, looking at the extra pieces, how this compares to the extra pieces left over from the dragon. I think they're probably similar, it looks to me. Maybe this is fewer pieces, but there's a lot of similarities. In fact, there's a lot of similarities between all of the models, so we'll get into this. You start off by building the body of the cat. We use the 6x4 plate for the majority of that. We attach those ball joint kind of pieces all on all four, a big purple plate in the middle, one of these ones here that hangs over the end. And then we build this up, like we build the core up a certain way. So we use like some of these kind of pieces here, the round brick with the Technic axle or Technic pinhole there, some stuff up front with a like ratchet joint up there, and then we have some studs on the side stuff that attaches these Nexonite shield, which are used to kind of taper off and round out the edge, the side, I think, which it does a pretty good job. It also covers up a little bit of the less than savory colors, but overall you know, you can still see some of the gray there. We add on to all of these kind of curved pieces, these slope pieces, which it did use all of those, which were used on the witch's like chest and belly and torso area. And I think though, oh, and did I forget something? Oh, it seems I have forgotten a couple pieces of this. That is my mistake. But anyway, we do have these curved pieces in this lighter color here. I think it's a lighter purple, and but I don't know for sure, but I think so. So the dragon didn't use those, but good to see those used here. And then we tile out some of the top. Before that, we do add some of these slopes all the way around, again, to kind of give it some shape to the body there, which actually works okay. It's a little bit sharp. It's a little inorganic, but all right. We do use some of these Technic pieces, which were used for the witch's broomstick. For the tail here, not my favorite. You can see the exposed axle here. You got holes going through it. It's okay, you know, with the pieces provided, it seems to make sense. The hat is the same for all three models, so just a few pieces there with the Technic axle. And then we can look at the head, because I actually liked this head probably more than, I mean, the dragon head I really, really liked. The witch's head was okay. They all suffer from some similar things. So you can see the back of the head, very flat, very unsightly. Thankfully, you know, it's a little bit covered up and obscured by the hat and like the shadow that might be caused by it, which is nice. But I do like this head. Instead of on these black like rounded plates, we use these, I don't know if that's purple or pink or whatever. So we have that. We have some studs on the side stuff built in here. Nice kind of slopes used there. We do have some ears, which is kind of cute. We got the eye pieces, the mouth, our nose, and then we have some whiskers here. The dragon didn't make use of these pieces, and on the witch they were just like around her waist area there. So very good use for the whiskers here, which is nice. And yeah, the ears are really cute. So I actually think this head is pretty good. From the front, from the side a little less so, but maybe not as bad as the dragon or the witch to me. And from the back, you know, they all kind of suffer. I would say we can tilt the head up and down here, which would make it, I think, look quite a bit worse, and that's all right. You can spin the tail around. We can move the legs a little bit. You can move the feet a little bit, or the paws here a little bit. So you could maybe have this kind of on, you know, 2 or 3 feet. There's not a ton of range of motion because of how these are attached and how so they can go forward and backward like a little bit, not much, because it either hits a piece up here or hits the plate down here because of these kind of angled plates there that make up the legs. And that's, the back can go almost all the way out. The front can go like almost all the way forward, but the back can't come forward very much. The front can't come backward very much. They can't really splay out very much as well, just because the nature of the ball joints. You can get it maybe like that, which isn't terrible, but it's not great either. But it's okay. Maybe if the cat was sort of stretching here, I've seen many many a cats who stretch their hind legs kind of like this, and that's fine. So there's a little bit of a movement there, a little bit of articulation, probably some different kind of ways to pose this. I assume we could get this kind of up on its hind legs using the tail, but I'm not 100%. I didn't try it before, but let's see here. Yeah, you could probably get it to stand up on its hind legs and be like that, and that's, interesting in its own way, I would say. But that's, I mean, good. It's good to have those options. It's probably not super stable, but it is doable. And so we have that here. I think I was pretty excited about this. I built the like majestic tiger. I haven't done a ton of brick built animals. I think there's a Lego Creator 3-in-1 that has a lion that looks pretty good, and as the main model. And then I can't remember all of the kind of alternate models for like the like giraffe set or the fox set or anything like that. But I think I've done some other cats, and I'm trying to remember if like the like mythical forest creatures or whatever that one was called had a cat. I think it had like an owl and like I don't know, a hedgehog or gopher or something. I'm not really positive. I don't have the best memory now, but this is fine. It's a fine little model. I do like the idea of a witch's cat. I do like the idea of a purple cat. I do like the kind of Halloween of it all. That all feels good to me. But like I felt for the dragon and for the main model of the Mystic Witch, this set is a little bit lacking to me. There are elements of it that feel very old school, very like vintage Lego. Just some of the building techniques, some of the piece usages and stuff, and then how the final model looks. There aren't a ton of things that I found particularly inventive or inspiring as far as technique or piece usage goes. And I'm not thrilled about the main models. I think this one maybe more than anything could be played with, I suppose. If a person is creative enough or not creative enough, they could all be played with. The dragon is kind of sat down in a way that makes it seem kind of stationary. The witch is a little bit like that too, but with, like I say, enough creativity, enough imagination, they could be played with. I think this one might be the one that, in my mind, lends to like the most opportunity for play, and about the same opportunity for display as some of the other models. I think it really has pretty limited kind of viewing angles in which it looks good or great, and I might even hesitate to say great. I think it's kind of it's a little bit lackluster to me. Not my favorite here, but I think from the front, I think overall all the faces, the witch's face had some kind of weird shape, and the back was very, very flat and abrupt. The dragon head I actually liked a lot because of what they did with the mouth and the nose and the nostrils and stuff like that. The cat's head is good, and of course the hat that's the same for all three models can hide some of the less than optimal viewing angles or characteristics of this, such as the very flat back of the head. And the models had some gaps and some stuff that just didn't, I think, convey like a super polished display set. So it's a Creator 3-in-1. Those are often have a particular age range, a particular market. I really like Creator 3-in-1s. I get to spend a lot of time with the set, and hopefully I get to see some inspiring techniques, different ways of using pieces, and some really like creative stuff. I think the limitations of designing a main model and then using those pieces to try to come up with something else is very interesting, and also really just inspiring to me. So I do like the Creator 3-in-1 line. I'm not actually as much of a fan of this one as I maybe thought I was going to be. So we've already kind of talked about the extra pieces here that were left over that are in the main model, not in this last alternate model. Over here are the extra pieces that are the small ones that Lego includes in the box because of their weight, so the machines account for them accordingly, and I've shown those in the first video. So I paid $20 for this. It's 257 pieces, not all the pieces in here. When I was looking at the Dragon, I was kind of wondering, is that a $10 set? Is it a $15 set? Or like the model there? And this one, I'm leaning more, like towards the $10 mark, but it's not. It's not, to me, maybe up to the standards to say that this model could be its own set. Occasionally that'll be I'll feel that way about some Creator 3-in-1 models, where I'll think, this is good enough to be it could have been an A model, or instead of a B or a C model, it could have been a main model instead of an alternate model. And I don't think this rises to that level. And I love cats, and I love horror, I love Halloween, I love spooky stuff. So there are a lot of things that this had going for it, but I think there are probably better looking, better functioning, better versions of this kind of build, and this one just is just okay. It's pretty medium, pretty mid, and not exactly what I was hoping for. And I think, looking at the box and looking at the official images, I probably could have been able to tell that it maybe wasn't going to be that exciting, and there would be some things that are disappointing. I think like the witch's hands were a little bit odd. The face was okay. The back of the head and the back of the torso, the arms were really bad, but I loved how they did the skirt or the dress there. The dragon was okay, but I think they do a good job with these images kind of obscuring the back of the head. They can kind of photograph it at just the appropriate angles, so it almost looks like this is going to curve around more and be a little more organic, a little more natural looking, rounder, frankly, but they kind of can hide that a little bit, and that's true for all three of the models. So it is something I'm really, really glad I was able to check out. 257 pieces for the whole set, 3 models that are all, in my opinion, a little bit subpar maybe, and this was a gift with purchase. I paid $20 for it. I think I got a fair price. I think I would have loved to pay a little bit cheaper. I've seen them go for cheaper. I've seen them go for more. I don't feel like I got a ripoff. I got to spend a lot of time with these pieces. I think it's, if someone's looking for purple pieces, especially some of the specific ones are in here, not a bad way to go. There are some things that I appreciated, and there's other things that I didn't appreciate as much, but I don't think I got ripped off in any way. The kind of thrift store Lego event where I purchased this set sealed after it was retired, after it was a gift with purchase, was kind of a charity thing as well. So I feel fine about picking this up. I don't think it's the kind of Lego Creator 3-in-1 that I would want to get multiples of to be able to build all the models simultaneously. And I don't think this is really even one I'm going to keep together, because its display potential or value doesn't translate to me as well as like a Halloween decoration that might be kept together and put in a Ziploc freezer bag and put in a box of other decorations and to bring out every year. I think that's like a totally reasonable thing to do, because I like horror and I like spooky stuff and I like Halloween. A lot of spooky Lego, if more of it existed, would be things I would be more likely to keep together and keep out, into the, or in perpetuity perhaps. And this doesn't really rise to that level either. So I enjoyed my time with it. I'm very happy I was able to get it, happy I was able to talk about it. And I think, I got an okay deal, and, it's one of the Lego sets that's not my favorite. I can't like them all, and that's okay. They did a so-so job with using the pieces across the models, and all the models were not great, less than great. I would say they're fine is my overall feeling about this set. So those are my thoughts. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe down below so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more LEGO Creator 3-in-1s, and then tons of other sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming LEGO videos. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It would be amazing if we could get there, so I appreciate all the help. If you like my stuff, or you want to stay up to date, or you just want to support me in any way you can, click the subscribe button. It's free, and it helps me a lot. And if you wanted to support me in another way, you could do that here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description. It's on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. So maybe consider checking that out. It is appreciated. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.